Hello everyone, it is Eric again. Finally found some time to record where my roommate's out and I've finished all of my homework for today. So yeah, I figured I would try to relieve some stress by making a video for you guys. Yeah, so in this video I'm going to be going over the perspectives mod where you can view yourself in 360 degrees while moving. It's kind of like F5, but not. I don't really know how to describe it. One of my Discord members wanted to see how to do it. I'm really sorry, I forget who it was, but I'll look when I upload the video. I'm sorry, forget. Full disclosure, 99% of this mod pretty much I did not write. The original mod author, Canalex, I think I butchered that a lot. He made the Forge mod for it, and I've just turned it into a part of the series, so give him some love. I'll put the link in the video description where you can find the source code to his Forge mod. And yeah, I'll pretty much be copying 99% of it, and showing you what changes I made, so it works with the mod system. Yeah, cool. English, I did not write much of a script for this, so I'll start going here. First, want to make a new event. When you push keys on your keyboard, so we want to figure out if a key is held down or not. So I'm going to just say the keyboard, or key press event. Key event. I don't know, something. Let me see. I'm going to say, let's make it extend event cancelable. I'm not really sure why you would want to cancel this event, but I'm going to make it so you can, so in the future, cancel keys. I don't know exactly why you want to do that, but if you want to freeze someone, canceling keys is a pretty easy way. So I'm going to say private final int key. We'll store the key, and then we want int key. Get rid of this and say this dot key equals key. We want a getter, get key. Okay, now we want this to be called. Oops, it's not supposed to be there. That was for me sending some of the code because I couldn't get it to work. Where was I at? I need to make this event be called. So we're gonna go into net Minecraft client. Where would this? I think this is gonna be in Minecraft. Keyboard. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to search for keyboard. I really should have written a script for this. So let's just put it right here. We're going to say key press, what did I call it? Key event? Key event equals new key event, and it looks like K right here is the key, so we're going to pass in K. We're going to say event.call, so make sure you have to call the event or else we're going to have a bad time. I'm trying to debug this. Then we'll say if event.isCanceled, return. Still don't know why you would want to do this, but I'm going to put it in this tutorial if you would like to do it so you guys know how. But you can also just make it an extend event and just not have this highlighted part. That's totally fine too. It will not have any effect on this tutorial. So yeah. Where was I now? Yeah, okay. I want to add a keybind. So when we push our keybind, it unlocks the camera so we can view all around. So yeah, so let's go into settings. I'm gonna go to game settings. Let's scroll all the way down to where we added our last keybind, and we're going to say public keybinding. Client perspective. Did you spell that right? S-P-E-C-T-A-V? Yeah, I think so. New key binding. And we'll just call this toggle perspective. We'll make the keyboard, I don't know. Make it F. I know that's not bound to anything. And then put our client name here. So it's under the category client name. I probably should put a static final since now I'm using this twice. Yeah. It's fine. Whatever. Then in the last tutorial we made this thing. So we're going to copy this. We're going to say we want to add this dot client underscore perspective. And now, hopefully, I'm going to start the game real quick, and we will see that we have a keybind bound to F. It's not going to do anything, but we'll make sure that we don't crash when we enter the menu. A lot of people have been crashing when they enter the controls menu. Okay, cool. We got F there. If you are crashing, make sure that both constructors you add the keybinds to. If you only add it to one, you will crash spectacularly, and it will be very fun to debug. So, and from my experience, add it to both constructors, and everything should hopefully work perfectly. Alright, so now let's start by writing the mod. So let's go into mods, and let's make a new file, and we're going to call this mod perspective. I keep thinking I spelled this wrong. Maybe I'm not really sure. We're gonna, just like every mod, extend mod draggable. And we're going to add an implemented methods. Let's see, what do I want to do for the width and height? So for the height, I'm just gonna return font height. For the width, let's just return font get the string width of like perspective. I don't know. Something gets drawn on the screen at least. We could do perspective toggled, sure. And then for the rendered, I'm gonna have one for render dummy as well. We're just gonna have two of them, and so I'm gonna just say font dot. What's it draw? It's so long now. Let's just draw perspective toggled. Oops. And then we want to put it at position dot get absolute x, position dot get absolute y. Color, we'll just make -1 so it's white. And then for when you're actually rendering it, we want to say if we'll just say if perspective toggled. Don't have that made yet, but let's create that now. So kind of doing this out of order a little bit, but that's all right. Let's create a couple things. We're going to do a private boolean return on release equals true. So that means this is going to be if you let go of the key, does it undo, like does it reset your perspective, or do you have to press it again in order for it to reset your perspective? Like is it toggle, or is it like you hold down the key? If that makes any sense. So I'm gonna make it so you have to, this is hold down the key. I'll just write myself a little note there. I'm going to say private boolean perspective toggles. We're going to set that by default to false. And then we also want private float camera yaw equals 0, and private float camera pitch equals 0. And then we want private int previous person. So this is this integer previous perspective will remember what, if you had F5 pressed, you know, like you can press it 3 times or whatever, and it changes that perspective. So it will save your previous F5 state, essentially. Prev F5 state. Yeah, I find this handy just if you want to, yeah, you get my point. It holds your previous F5 state. It's an integer instead of an enum, which I feel like it should be, but I didn't write my graph, so. We're going to want a couple things too. We're going to want at event target public void keyboard event, which is going to be our key event. I have to say E for event. So this is whenever we are pressing keys on our keyboard. So we want to say if keyboard, or we want to say if hold on, let me go back here for a minute. I don't remember. Is this our event key? It is our event key. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I just couldn't remember. So we're gonna say if e dot get key equals mc dot game settings dot client perspective dot get key code. So if it is our key, we want to say if keyboard dot get event key state. Say perspective toggled equals not perspective toggled. So we toggle a perspective. We're going to send camera yaw to be mc dot the player dot rotation yaw, and camera pitch to person's head mc dot the player dot rotation pitch. So now we've saved the rotation of them, and we want to say if perspective toggled, no, put an else here. So if the perspective is toggled, we want to say previous perspective equals mc dot game settings dot third person view. Yeah, that's what it's called. And then we want to set mc dot game settings dot third person view to equal 1. And else we want to say mc dot game settings dot third person view equals previous perspective. So that's how we can toggle the perspective. And then we want to say else if return on release perspective toggle, or no, we want perspective toggle equals false to return it back, and then we want to copy that and paste that here. So it sets it back to the previous perspective. Then we also want to say if event.get key, or was it e.get key? Yeah. Get key. Hello, future Eric here. I'm about to go on a rant in the video and like be really confused about why I added this if statement and be like, oh, this is right, and I don't know why I put this here when making it, but I'm right, blah 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 blah. No, I am wrong. And at the end of the video, I try to fix it for a little while. So just to save you some time, I'll put a picture up on screen. That this if statement I'm about to write, where it's like using the second keybind, where it's like client underscore perspective, is supposed to be keybind toggle perspective. I'll put an image up on screen or something, but don't do what I did in the video and put the actual like correct keybind, or else you'll run into issues and then get to the end of the video and be like, oh, I have to fix this now, and I spend 10-15 minutes off camera trying to fix it, realize I typed the wrong keybind, and there you go. So back to the video. So wait, hold on. That's yeah, I guess I'm gonna just put this at the end here. I don't know why I did it this way exactly. Perspective toggle is false. That could probably go in here now I'm thinking about it. I wrote this a couple days ago, so I'm trying to remember why I wrote it this way. I'm gonna keep it like this for now. I don't actually think this needs to be here. I think it could just be in here after that else, but anyway, we're just gonna keep that there because I know it works. Now we're gonna want a getter, so we're gonna say get camera yaw and then get camera pitch, and these are actually going to return a couple different things. So we're gonna say for yaw, if perspective toggled, we're gonna do an inline if statement. Say question mark camera yaw colon mc dot the player dot rotation yaw. So this is an inline if statement if you guys haven't done this in Java yet. if this is true, then it goes here, else it goes here. Super useful. We're going to do the same thing, but camera pitch, and this is going to be rotation pitch. Now we're going to need a boolean. We're going to say public boolean override mouse chirp. Good name. We're going to say if mc.in-game focus, in-game has focus, and our display dot is active. We're going to just say if not perspective toggled. If our perspective toggle is not true, then we're going to return true. Then we're going to say mc.mouse helper.mouse chain mouse xy change. This is all copied directly from the entity renderer. So float f1. Or we'll call this, yeah, f1. That's fine for now. So this is all copied directly out of the entity renderer class. But that's fine. So that's why they have f1 names, like names that are pretty bad. Game settings dot mouse sensitivity times 0.6 f plus 0.2. I think what I will do is leave this in the description. I feel like that's easier for me to do since this code is basically directly copied. Yeah, that's probably what I will do. Let's see. What is mouse sensitivity? Is that not a float? It is a float. Fine. I'll cast it to a float, even though I don't think it needs to be. Oh, no, because that's supposed to be 0.2 f. Yeah, so then I would. Okay. It's going to be float f2 equals f1 times 3 times 8.0. Not sure exactly why it does that, but directly copied, as I said. Float f3. I'll have this in the description, so you can just copy this part of the code. Because it's annoying math. Equals float of mc.mouse helper.delta x times f2 float f4 equals float mc.mouse helper.delta y times f2. Now we're going to say camera yaw plus equals f3 times 0.15 f camera pitch plus equals f3 times f4 times 0.15 f. Then we're going to just say if camera pitch is greater than 90, camera pitch equals 90. And then for the yaw, if camera yaw is less than -90, I'm going to say camera yaw, oops, no, equals -90. And then at the end, outside of this, we're going to return false. So that hopefully should be that function. Now we actually need to call these functions. So we're going to go into the entity renderer. So it's going to be net Minecraft client renderer entity renderer. And we're going to search for, do Control F, and we're going to search for entity dot prev rotation. Yeah. So search for this. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Search for that. Oh, actually, you know what? I gotta do one thing real quick before I forget. Gotta register our instance. sorry, private static mod perspective. Copy this. Mod perspective equals new mod perspective. Register mod perspective. Now we need a getter. Get mod perspective. Okay, now I'm going to actually copy this too. Back to entity renderer. We want to do this. And we're going to say replace it with mod instances dot get mod perspective dot get camera yaw. Replace all those. Import mod instance. And now we also want to replace the rotation yaw with that. And now we want to do the same thing with pitch. So we're going to find this, and we're going to change this to pitch. Place them all, and then we're going to find this, and we're going to replace them all with pitch. Now the last thing we need to do is search. We want to search for in-game has focus. We're going to scroll down to here where it's like in-game has focus and flag. And we're going to say and mod instances dot get perspective dot override mouse. Alrighty. Oh, more things I forgot to tell you. Oof, you guys won't have that. Now this hopefully should work. Let's run Minecraft and see if we can hold down F and it moves our perspective around. What happened here? Okay, yeah, I couldn't find the... Alrighty. So if we hold down F, should be able to move, except it is not letting me go in front of the player. But it is mostly working. So I will be back and I'm going to go try to figure out my bug. Alright. Finally found the bug. This is supposed to be a keybind toggle perspective and not client perspective. One bug. And it broke everything. But now look, hold down F. Works without moving our body. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this tutorial. Hope you guys liked it, despite my annoying bug that I couldn't figure out for a little while there. Yeah. Stay tuned for the next episode whenever I get around to recording that, because school's taking up all my time. Yeah. See you later, my dudes.